Come on, old girl. She's still in the trailer, guys, and it's been like a week and a half. I gotta get this clip done because it looks like it's about to start raining. We're gonna have Carl edit us some goodness again.
Make sure the camera gets that.
You can go check out his channel. You know, he's building cool JZ cars and, you know, stuff that I'm not gonna do. I got this thing. If you want to see some different stuff, go check his stuff out. I'm gonna try to get this little clip done before we get wet. I just wanted to give you kind of a recap real quick of how the event goes. I'll let Carl do what he's gonna do with this footage, and if he's gonna pop in stuff here and there.
We don't honor lots. We don't really take around 13.
Okay.
I'm gonna let him have his free reign with it. Anyway, it's a 2-day event. Saturday's kind of a bust. Not like a bust, but it wasn't. It was cold and rainy and nasty. Comp was supposed to be Saturday. They moved it to Sunday because of the weather. Left it up to the driver's vote.
Tomorrow morning. Hands up for tomorrow morning.
So drivers said, "Hey, we'd rather do it Sunday when we got dry pavement. Tracks are gonna be patchy. Yada yada yada." So they moved it to Sunday. Saturday we just partied and drove. I drove pretty much 3/4 of the day on a pair of scrubs that were pretty much toast. So that's how you know it was really wet. It didn't really start drying up till about 1:30, 2 o'clock that day, and then obviously we got a couple of runs in on those tires once it dried up. Then we swapped. I ran a pair of accelerators for that afternoon, and then the next morning, day number 2 of the old no drift event. See the guys going down the straight here. Waiting on this car to warm up. Gonna go take it around the paddock here, get some heat in the diff and the trans and all that stuff, and then go see what you do. So Sunday morning, got up early, got there, did a bolt check on the front of the car, made sure all the suspension was good because this thing still likes to loosen up. I think I'm actually gonna get some new Heim joints for the front. I think they actually did get worn out and they just will not stay tight. Putting them to torque them to spec, and they won't stay tight. Just anyway, the comp last time back in October we did our first comp ever. My first comp, Betty's first event. So the Mustang's first event, we got second. This time it didn't go as well. Still a good time. Everybody drove great. We just got knocked out first round. We ended up with no qualifying because we're trying to keep these comps relatively quick, you know, because a lot of guys aren't doing the comp and we want them to get as much drive time as they can. So instead of doing qualifying and all this stuff that goes into competitions, it's just we're doing random draws, and we happen to draw a really kind of a crummy first run against Mel. Not because Mel's a bad driver or anything like that, just because she's a friend of mine and we've been driving together for a long time and working on her cars, helping Drew out with her stuff and, painting it, and we painted all the things. So, I mean, we know Mel really well. So it's like, you want to win, you want to do well, but you also want your friends to win and do well. So it was kind of like, well, dang, one of us isn't going to get to go through. And I thought I did a really good job on the lead run, a little bit, but really, in the moment, even running the lead run, I thought, like, man, that was a good lead run. It should have been to all the points and, like, pretty easy to follow. Had one bobble, I think, on my follow run. Let's see what I did. You had corner 1, you come down, blast down corner 1. Or it says 1, 2, probably, I guess, like the corner 3 to 4. Kind of in that, like, it's like a big sweeper, you had to transition back the other way. I think either transitioning into that sweeper or out of it, I might have had a bobble, and I think that might be where they were like, oh, that's kind of what the turning range was. I really don't. They said I understeered. I don't. Go back and watch the footage. I can't really tell where I understeered in any of the footage I've seen. It doesn't matter really at the end of the day. It was still a good time. I wish Mel would have gone all the way. Like when you knock out your friend, you got to go all the way. You got a podium. I mean, that's like that's the rule. It's an unwritten rule. So next time, Mel, you gotta go to the finish. All right, that's all I gotta say. But it was a fun time. Everybody did good. I think Luke won. He drives like an S197 or S195 Mustang. Cool dude. I've seen him out there before. I think this was like his second event tandeming. I don't know. It was a great Mustang. He drove with us throughout the weekend, did great. Was really rock solid, consistent throughout the competition. I think that's what got him all the way through. Obviously, you know, like you can be really fast and do really well one run, but if you can't do it consistently, you know. But he did it consistently all the way through. Riley drives a Maroon Z. It's a supercharged Z. I actually knocked him out our first run the last time. It's kind of a weird situation with that. But anyway, he got second this time. So kudos to him. He did great. He's been improving every event I see him at. So shout out to him. He's doing good things. I think it's Team S13 Drift or Team 13 Drift on Insta, something like that. I'll put his stuff down in the description too. And then good friend Josh got third. And he's always out at all the events. And he's super consistent. He's got a Turbo KA 240. He's been doing it forever. Super cool dude. I don't know if he does like Instagram or anything. I know he has Instagram. I don't know if he like posts or anything, but I'll link his stuff down there too, because everybody did really, really well. It's always a good time. That's kind of it. I feel a couple little raindrops coming. I don't want to get soaked out here. Like I said, I don't know what Carl's going to do. I'm going to leave it. It's going to be a surprise. It's going to be just as much a surprise to me as it is to you how Carl puts this together. Like I said, if he chops in stuff into this monologue, or if he puts it all at the end, I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do. I just know it's going to be gangster AF. Alright, so if I don't see you again after
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
I'll catch you on the next one. Do all the things, you know, like, comment, subscribe. You know what to do. Do that. Alright? I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.